This is the DJI RONIN RS4. I'm going to compare this to the RS4 Pro, and I'm interested to see if it's any better than similar gimbals on the market. So firstly, let's get this set up. So I've got the Sony a7R5 here, which we're just going to balance onto the gimbal. I've put the small plate on here, and we've already got the larger plate mounted on here. And once we've set this up, this is great because you can just slide this on and off and throw it in your kit bag or put it on a tripod and use it in a different way. So it's a really fast way of setting this up in advance and then going on site and just putting it together and filming straight away. So we're just going to slide it on and lock it down. Just take this off. So we're about right there as we are. And if you want to do fine adjustments, you've got this little dial here. Then we've got a little unlock just here. Just flick the lever over. Then to check this one, loosen it here, just tilt it to the side. Okay. And again, like previous models, it has this nice function when you switch them off that they just lock up, so you can walk around your location like that, which I kind of really like that feature. Now we've got it set up, let's go out and give it a test run.
Did your boots stop working? Did your truck break down? Did you burn through money? Did your ex find out? There's a will, there's a way, and I'm damn sure you lost it. Didn't even say goodbye, just wish I knew what caused it. Was the whiskey flowing? Were you in a fight? Tell me what's us doing? Oh no, oh no, I can't save us. My Atlantis we fall. We built this town on shaky ground. I can't save us. My Atlantis, oh no. We built it up to pull it down. And we built it up and we built it up. And we build it up to pull it down. And we build it up and we build it up. And we build it up to pull it down.
Just have a quick look through the physical buttons here. This obviously adjusts the height of this plate. These are the release buttons here. And you've got a couple of USB-C ports here to attach other things like the focus motors, etc. You've got the same dial here as the RS4 Pro and the trigger switch here. And on each side you've got mounting points. So on the top here you have the switch to lock the tilt. This locks the side-to-side movement. And this is where your pan, tilt, follow, and FPV mode can be adjusted. This is your on-off switch. This is where you lock your tilt. This is where you lock your roll. You've got your nice OLED screen. You've got your programmable button here and your record and take a photo button here. And of course your joystick here and your grip, which is interchangeable. You can put the large capacity grip on here and that can be removed by just turning this, and this will release. And here you can lock the screen by using this button. This is a live mount here, so you can put other accessories on here, and this locks the side to side movement there, and this will release this plate, and this releases the mini plate that comes out with the camera. USB-C port here is where you put your cable to attach your camera. If you have pre-loved tech and you want to raise funds for your new gear, then head over to MPB and they'll give you cash for your kit. There's a link in the description below. The menu is the same as the RS4 Pro from what I could tell, and it's very easy to navigate your way around. You can tap in here and make fine adjustments to all the pan tilts and roll, and then coming in here you can auto tune recalibrate any of the movements. This just tells you what you've chosen here, and then you can choose the speed at which it's going to react, whether you want it to be nice and smooth and slow, in a medium or in a sport mode, or you can customize that. This is quite useful where you can adjust the speed at which the joystick will move and the smoothness it will respond, and you can swipe across and get to other menus that are customizable for these buttons. And if you swipe down, if you're using the focus motor, you can make fine adjustments here, and in here you can make adjustments to the display, whether you want it to lock or the brightness of it, etc. This is for your Bluetooth connection, so you don't have to have the cable. I've generally found with other gimbals you get more functions if you do have the cable. And this is your general settings. To mount the handle on here, you just take that piece there, and you can mount that on there. You can see it does block this button here a little bit. You can get to it, but it's not quite as easy. And then you can adjust this handle using this lock here. I find generally if it's the same angle here as here, you're probably about right. A popular question people have asked me is, can they put a microphone on here without it hitting the rear of the gimbal? And of course the answer is, if I put the DJI mic on there, that you've got no problem with that, and I think you've got much more clearance than you did with the RS3. So as you can see, that's got plenty of clearance. Now, like the RS4 Pro, it's got a mounting point here for the handle, which I do use. My only criticism about it is it does hide these buttons here, which you can still get to, but they're a little bit fiddlier. And these are quite handy because you've got physical buttons for your pan follow, pan tilt follow, FPV mode, etc. So it's just a thing, it just makes it slightly more fiddly, but not too much of a problem in that sense. We've got a nice large screen here, exactly the same as the RS4 Pro. I'd say pretty much at first glance everything else is almost identical. One of the main differences, this takes 3 kilogram payload, where the RS4 Pro is 4.5. So hence it's aimed at, you know, larger kit and larger payloads, bigger lenses, so you've got more scope with it. All this is exactly the same, where you turn this to lock and unlock to release this handle, and you've got the same scroll wheel. And this is quite good if you want to do fine adjustments to your horizon here, and your reset button there, and again another mounting point here. My final thoughts are, if you've not got 4.5 kilogram payload and you're not going to use the LiDAR system, then I think this is 100% is equally as good as the RS4 Pro, and it's £300, $380 cheaper than the RS4 Pro. That's a huge amount of money that you could be spending on some other kit. I think compared to similar products on the market, it is 100% more superior. There's no doubt about it. Just the feel and usability of it. It feels like a luxury product by comparison. And that's not to put down the other products on the market, because I've reviewed some other gimbals and usability, they were lovely. The one thing that is really missing from all these DJI products, the gimbals, is there's no tracking, there's no AI tracking. So as a content creator, you can't have it following you around. If you put it on a tripod or on a tabletop and you want to move around and it tracks you, it won't do that, where there's other products out there that does. I think if DJI, if you're listening to this, if you made that difference, if you added that feature, this would blow the socks off everything on the market. So I think if you want something that's really reliable, really solid, really well made, and beautiful to set up, it's fast to set up, I think this is a no-brainer. I think it's really good value for the money. So I hope you found that interesting. I hope that was useful. If you're interested in this product, there's a link in the description below. If you want to see more videos on gimbals or DJI products, there's a playlist over there. Show me the love and click on the subscribe button up there, and hopefully I'll see you over there.